Hey, what's up, guys? Maximus Black here.
And Nova War.
And we're bringing you another normal game sent in by the fans on tg2dgamer.com.
You want to continue that, but,
Sour about autos, motherfucker.
Oh, swear you're taking this. You're taking this game home.
Oh, I gotta swear.
That's yours. That's all on you on that one. Sour. Alright, hit me up with that noise that includes as much sourness as possible.
Bitch. Motherfucking fucker. Bitch.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Should we just restart this?
No! You have dug your grave! Oh. And it will be done.
Much editing!
You are going to be editing for days. Down here in the bottom left, we're looking at ClassAKiller, which
you guys better freaking laugh at that, because that sucks.
That does suck a lot for him. And down the bottom right, we're looking at Dov. I'm going to call him Dave.
Okay. So this is going to be a PvT. Don't know the league, and you guys will know it. You know what? We're in a different scenery.
We are in different scenery. Maybe that's why you decided to. Why does my room make you want to curse and swear more?
I don't know, but your room, it kind of gets me a little bit more in the mood today, I guess, to cast than what I normally am. I don't know. I think a different.
Is it because we're watching this on a beautiful 50-inch plasma screen TV?
It could be that. It could be that. We are casting on a big screen TV.
I feel more professional right now.
I do too.
Maybe that's it.
It's a nice, better setup. We got a big basement to ourselves. We're not cooped up in an apartment, sweating our balls off.
Nope.
It's just good.
It is. And somehow, against all odds, my computer decided that just recently it was okay to record Starcraft in 1080p.
Hey, you know what? Don't question it.
You don't question these things.
Just go with it.
You just go with it. You know what? Just like you don't question 3 racks aggression.
Nope.
Ever.
Well, you know what? 3 racks aggression is so good against Protoss.
Let's be honest. 3 racks aggression is good against basically everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. And it's really tough for Protoss to get a good handle on it, especially if you don't get out that sentry out early, because next thing you know, you could have a bunch of Marines and a Marauder in here, and sometimes they even take out 3 or 4 SCVs to kind of soak up the damage, and when you have an Artosis pylon sitting in there,
you're in a lot of trouble.
That can be very bad.
Oh, absolutely, and that's why when you see a lot of Protoss players walling up, you'll see them put the pylon so that the power grid is just on the edge of that ramp. It's kind of close here, and then they wall up or whatever they're doing from a distance and keep that pylon as far away from harm's reach as possible. And we're seeing an early forge.
Yeah, so it looks like he might be
possible early upgrades, I guess.
Yeah,
or he just wants a cannon after seeing this.
Yeah, I mean, he knows. Let me see what he knows. Yeah, 3 racks right there. So he sees it. He knows there's going to be some aggression. So he's going to chuck down a forge, probably put down a cannon or 2 to really soak up or kill off most of the Marines, or at least make him back up and say, okay, you know what? This ain't worth it. Chances are then the Terran will go ahead and just chuck down another command center.
Yep, and there he is. He did put down the cannon there, and that all but walls up. Bob is going to back up a bit, and he'll be able to do most of the walling for the rest of the time being. But he's going to want to put another cannon somewhere, because that pylon, that is not in a great place.
It's very, very scary. Some Marines and Marauders down this way, and one decent scan, that pylon goes down, everything's finished. But here we go, a second pylon now going down.
Much better.
Now, I don't know why he put the pylon there. There could be 2 reasons. One, he could have been playing a random, and you're forced to kind of wall, or get ready to wall up in case you're playing a Zerg.
And here he comes, by the way.
Oh, I didn't even see that. But it's definitely risky. If you know you're playing a Terran or a Protoss, you really don't need to place pylons like this. It could cause you a little bit of grief. But here we go. It looks like he is going to push up here.
He only brought 2 SCVs, and I don't think that's going to be enough. I have a meat shield, that cannon, and look at him. He's not even now. He's finally focusing fire on that cannon, but he's going to have way too much damage done at this point.
Absolutely no micro for those Marines whatsoever. Bringing down some more, though. This is actually gonna be bad news.
Done, though.
Bad news bears, but only has 1 gateway finished. And if he can get in here and do some probe harassment before all these gateways finish, that would be very, very good. Is he gonna lose another Billie Jean here? One goes down. Another one goes down, but we still do have a bunch of Billie Jeans. He is attacking these pylons, but that is the worst thing you can do right now, because there's 3 more gateways that are going to be able to warp in units. He's really not doing any damage.
No, if he had come in, there was 2 pylons there. He might have actually had enough time to kill those 2 pylons. Instead, he kind of wasted his time. He was dancing around. He wasn't really focusing on anything. he couldn't decide what he wanted to attack, and in the end, it ended up
micro.
hurting him. No micro at all, and those 2 stalkers are actually going to be enough to hold that off, and down goes that last Billie Jean in a gushing blood and gore. A couple pylons are going to go down to power back up that gateway and tech structures, and right now, ClassAKiller is in a really good position because basically Dave is all but all in at this point.
Yeah, those stalkers are going to be just deadly against those Marines because they're so good against them, especially if you can get some micro in there. This was a fail attack for Dav.
He could have actually won.
Well,
or done a lot of damage.
I won't say he could have won there because these were going to eventually finish.
Yeah.
But he could have went in here and at least killed off like 9 or 10 probes, or at least forced him to take the probes off the line to chase after those Billie Jeans. Look at this. He's just running up here. He does have a lot of Marines here, but it's not going to be enough. Now bringing in a couple of Zealots to kind of take the bulk of the damage while the stalkers from behind are dealing it. And this is just going to be GG. He is committing way too much here on the 3 racks aggression. We take a look back at the base, checking up another barracks because why not? When 3 ain't working, let's go for 4.
Well, I mean, he has way more than enough money to deal with it right now because he hasn't been macroing whatsoever. He's been focusing on the battling every time he's been in there, getting rid of that last Marine, and now he's just going to go up with these stalkers because really, if you wanted to, bring that probe, there it is, there is that pylon. Constant stalker harassment at this point is going to turn him from harassment to full-on attack mode and basically win him the game because we're not seeing anything really happening here from Dave. He's only got barracks, he's only got Marines, there's no bunker there to help him out whatsoever. He's really in a big amount of trouble, and at the end of the day, ClassAKiller is so far ahead at this point that even if this attack is held off, it's GG.
No, there's no way.
But it's not going to happen. Even if it was. No, this is game over.
You're going to die a horrible, slow, painful death.
Yeah, absolutely.
So look at this. Class is actually being smart.
Backing up.
He's backing up. He's going to regroup. He's going to warp in some more units. I was actually going to talk about this for a second. 31 probes to 12 SCVs. GG. That's all I have to say about that.
No, absolutely.
And you know what? He didn't put these stalkers into the meat grinder. He's going to wait. He's hopefully he's going to take no. Okay, I was going to say maybe he should bring up the ones that aren't so hurt.
I'm not sure why that probe is there, but he's a hero probe.
You know what?
Look at him. He's like, yo, I'm just going to chill here. I can't actually do anything, but I'm going to hang out with you guys.
Maybe I'm going to drop a pylon right in here and just start warping.
I feel real powerful today, so I'm just going to chill over in this corner. You guys can do all the work, and then I'll tell the story of your greatness when we go back home.
Sweet.
And that's exactly what's going to happen, because at this point, all Dave can do is GG and get out of here. Getting rid of all of those reactors.
Yep.
No more double pump. Very little Marines able to come out to defend this. More stalkers on the way up, and Dave is done. That's it. That's over. GG. Leave.
There we go.
There he goes. He's out. And ClassAKiller takes it. And Dave. It was 3 racks aggression. He did a decent aggressive push. He had Class A in a bit of trouble, but he was indecisive as to what he wanted to attack once all of the attacking units had been handled with.
Another thing is this probe was over here. Sure, he walled up, but he made the mistake of kind of showing these 2 racks a little bit too close,
right?
So that initial probe could see that.
Because they didn't have to be there.
No, why not just back him right to here? Yeah. Right? He would have never have known that push was happening, and immediately he transitioned into it, got his forge up, got that cannon up, which did help.
Absolutely.
And then won the game. It was good. And you know what? Dav definitely could have done more damage there if he would have went to the probe line. Could he have won? It's questionable. He might have been able to, but at the end of the day, he just kind of crumbled under pressure, and ClassAKiller being a ClassAKiller.
Oh, Davy boy, the noobs are calling.